Alrighty, so I've just been gone for a while, so I just wanted to make a lot of videos to just make up for the time and topics I just was thinking about over time. I just got so busy, school started, and some other things in life. So today's video will be about depression. And depression, what is it? It's like I should have wrote the definition down, but depression is like when you have no feeling for anything, you have no desire to do anything but just literally just be, like soak in bed or just curl into a ball and just die. For some people it's die, some people it's just sleep and never wake up. And I know from personal experience because I suffer from depression. I don't know where on the spectrum, but I know I suffer from it. And it makes sense because like I have a lot of ambitions and goals and dreams, but it's like I'll wake up some days and it's just like they never existed. And a lot of people think that depression is just when you're like really sad or you want someone to hold you or like come over, and that's not what it is. And I just think people really need to educate themselves before, just in general, before opening their mouths. I'm not the most educated person on the planet, but for the most part, if I say something, I'm not about to say it unless like I've done research or I know from personal experience or, been there or lived through it. For the most part, I try to be credible with my sources or when I open my mouth. How you can live with it, the way you can live with it is there are many ways. Like me, I don't take medicines, but I eat healthy, I think positive, I try to exercise or at least like get up and get active or do something with my time or keep myself busy, because a lot of depression, like you have thoughts in your head and you gotta like ignore them and like not give into them, and it's hard. Sometimes you gotta go get up, go get something to eat, just do something, go talk to somebody or just go for a walk. It's better than just being alone with your thoughts and your feelings. It really is. Or you can play a sport. Sports are very good for depression, like, or just something. Not everyone's athletic, but you should find something that like you're so passionate about and just do it. Like me with sports, like that was the one thing I really liked. Like I'm very athletic, so like I like sports, and it really like it was just a really being on a team is just like a lifetime like change. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like you have team members and like y'all not like best friends or anything, but if y'all like were ever going away to another school and y'all got in a fight, you would hope that your team members have your back, like your back. But anyway, sports, healthy eating, healthy thinking, positive thoughts. What else? Certain music, environments too. Figure out what your triggers are so you can like write them down, figure out what's about to trigger you, how you can like combat these triggers, find positive ways to go about it. And it's no cure for it, it really isn't, but you can live with it. Like I'm living proof, and you can live with it. It's hard, like it really is, because it's like nothing, once you get to that low, nothing can like bring you back up. You just sometimes have to just wait for the next day to start, and then sometimes it even carries over till then, and so on and so on and so on. And then like it gets to a point where you're just so tired of having to get up and smile and live life and pretend like you're okay, and it gets to a point you're just like, yeah, this is the last day, I'm going home, I'm going to kill myself. Like it can really get to that point because you become so numb. Depression is like a numbness. Like it's like when you're like when you like they numb a cut or like a wound or your gums. It's just like that, and you literally like it's hard. Like for me, like going to school with depression, sometimes I don't want to go sit in class for 3 hours and do work. I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay in bed and just do nothing. But I do. I keep going because I'm looking ahead, and I know this depression won't be forever. It's hard, but I always like tell myself I have goals, I have ambitions, I have something I need to do, so I need to be strong. And I just want to make this video because I just want people to know you're not alone. Like depression is nothing to be ashamed of. Like I feel you, like it is kind of like people look at you different, or like what, but who cares? Like it's nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone has their days or like their moments and things, but for people who suffer with it, you're not alone. Like I understand what it feels like, what you're going through. Don't be ashamed. Definitely find use some of the ways I listed, because they really do help. You can look it up. The foods are linked to it, exercise, your environments. You gotta figure out your triggers, like just those little things. Like I do that. Like for me, my finances like can be a trigger. So it's like I have to make sure my finances are right, so I don't get triggered to become depressed because I'm broke, and that's a trigger. So it's just to not even get in that environment, that situation. I keep my finances in check so I don't fall into a spiral of depression, because it can be a spiral for some people. You end up cutting yourself, and then you just fall into a spiral of depression because you're like, dang, I cut myself, I hate myself, and it's just like I'm cutting myself again. It's just like, yeah, but you're not alone. We're not alone. It's thousands, millions of us worldwide, in all groups of people who face depression. So it's okay. I guess I just really wanted to make the video to let everybody who has it, or like knows anyone who has it, like to just know that it's okay, you're not alone. And if you know someone who's depressed, like be there for them, with them, just like be there. Like depressed people, like when we're depressed, even though like you're like we can be in a room by ourselves and just feel so lonely. If we have that one person who just like is always like, hey, you okay, like what's going on, like you look depressed, like it'll like really mean the world to us. I know for me personally, like nobody can read your mind, and I get that, but I feel like after a certain time, me personally, I just feel like a lot of people don't understand, like until it's too late. Like a lot of people will be like, I didn't know she was like that, and it's just kind of like, she really showed you the signs, or he showed you the signs. Like if you really peep people, you can peep like they're not really, they're just putting on a face. Like, so I mean, I do it a lot too, but I'm learning to live a more happy and fulfilling life. And like I said, I'm eating better. I'm definitely trying to get back into exercising. I'm about to take a kickboxing class, so I'm so excited about that. So I eat right, about to go take a class. I need to start exercising though on my own time like I was before. What else? I think positive. I wake up and I say I'm gonna have a great day, because I have to have a great day. And that's just basically it. But I don't want to go too. I don't want to rap too much longer. But yeah, it's okay. Depression is a-okay. But for some people, antidepressants, that's the thing too. I'm not really for those, because the symptoms, they just seem like they're way off. They're worse. You're worse off. Like you're better off just taking natural remedies. Like you don't have to take every single drug the pharmaceutical companies give to you. Like you don't have to be their guinea pig. Like just find your own way. Find ways to cope. There are ways, definitely. And there's nothing wrong with depression. There's nothing wrong with you. But for some people, depression can stem from traumatic past events. And if that's the case, you should definitely see if you could go get help, or a therapist or whatnot. For some people, it could be inherited. I don't know yet where mine stems from, and I'm trying to figure it out. But it can be inherited, to be honest, and that's on my list for me. Like it's a maybe, but I need to go get diagnosed professionally. So it can be genetic. It could be because of trauma, or bad habits, or your environment. It's a lot of things that can cause it. But I mean, I'm not a professional, but these are just things that I've noticed. Like a lot of things, the best teacher is life. If you go through it yourself and experience it yourself, then to be honest, no one can say anything to you about it, because you've literally experienced it and lived through it. But that's just like my take on the antidepressants. It's not saying that you shouldn't, but I'm just not really for it, to be honest. I'm just not at all. Like it makes you, why does something that's supposed to make you feel better make you worse? Like some people become more suicidal. It's just like, wow, then you might as well have been off the antidepressants. And it's just like, I would never want to be on them. I'm glad that my parents didn't put me on like medicine or anything like that. I'm just glad, because you're never the same. You're a zombie after that. But like I said, I don't want to rap. So alrighty, that's that.